I'm just going to give this a few minutes to make sure that everybody can hop on here. So just give me 1 second, and I'm just going to kind of wait until I get all my watchers lined up here, because I know a few of you wanted to actually see this unboxing video. So let's just get that started, and yeah, let's see. So this is actually my first YouTube live stream, so this will be really interesting because I actually don't really know how this works. So we'll just keep this going until I can get everything set up. So actually it's been a few months since I actually added a video up here on YouTube. So I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things, and I thought this would be just a really fun sort of video to get back into the game sort of thing without having to really worry about editing and really kind of monitoring the content that I'm putting on there. So I have one person watching right now, which is awesome. Let's just see what else I have going here. Okay, well, I am just going to get started here, and I'm going to pick up my box. So here we go. It's pretty big. For anyone who doesn't know, I live in Canada, so I have a few more options in terms of how to order things from Japanese companies in Lolita, especially such as Angelic Pretty, or in this case Royal Princess Alice. Royal Princess Alice, for those who aren't really in the know, is a smaller brand out of Japan. They generally do a lot of really cute prints, and this time what I've ordered here was a collab between Royal Princess Alice and the North American brand, indie brand, Automatic Honey. Automatic Honey, if you've ever seen me wear accessories in and around town at work and whatnot, they are one of my favorite brands. They're based out of the United States in LA, and they create some really beautiful acrylic and metal jewelry. So I was really excited to be able to support them and order this dress. Let me know basically if I need to adjust any of my settings. If you can't hear me, I'm sorry I don't have like my total makeup on and I'm not all dressed up, but I just finished work today and it's been a very, very long week. Anyways, since I'm in Canada, I decided I was going to order from the Japanese website. Now, the Canadian dollar really is not strong right now, so for me, ordering in yen versus ordering off of the, I think it's Harajuku Hearts website, they're based out of the US, so I think the difference was something about $50–$75 difference after exchange rate. So I decided to order this through the RPA website in Japan, and I had it sent to my shopping service address called Tenso. So for people who aren't aware, you can often do shopping on Japanese sites that don't ship overseas or require specific addresses in Japan to ship in, or have particulars about, you know, only Japanese credit cards and all that sort of stuff. So I've used this company called Tenso. I've used them for the last few years, actually. It's been really helpful. And what happens is I order off of the website in Japan and have it shipped to my special address in Tokyo with Tenso. And then what I can do with them is they have a whole bunch of different services. They can consolidate packages for you. They can actually do shopping services for you. I believe also auction sites as well. So this time I just had the box delivered there, and then they shipped it to me once I paid for shipping. So it costs a little bit extra, but in the end it's still cheaper for me to order it from Japan than it is to order it from the US. So it's a fairly hefty box. It's a little beat up. I was lucky I didn't get tagged with customs this time, so let's just get this open. It does come in with the declaration forms in the front, so you can keep those if you really want to. I just don't normally bother. So this is just in time for Halloween, which I'm excited about. Halloween's one of my favorite holidays of the year. And I am not doing a good job at opening this box. Let's try from the front. Fortunately, I don't have a ton of space in my room to do all of this sort of stuff, so luckily the box is not too big. La la la. There we go. Well, it's really well packaged. I can barely get into the box. There we go. Box is open. So this is pretty typical of most Japanese companies. They will actually send you a invoice on the inside of your package, as well as the ones that are included in the declaration forms on the outside. So this one shows that I have purchased a Witch Academy jumper skirt, and then also the tights as well, I believe. Yes. And the prices and everything like that. So if customs does open it up, they can tell exactly what you've purchased and how much it is. So best not to lie on the forms if you're wondering. Oh, so cute. Okay, so they've included a little postcard from one of their previous prints, and I think it's one of their previous prints, which is actually really, really cute. It's not really my style. Most of their stuff isn't. It's a little bit too cute for me, but it's spoopy, and I do think it looks really good on other people. It's going to take me a while to go through this and read it. My reading and writing comprehension is not the greatest, so it'll take me a little bit just to get through it, especially the kanji, because I don't read kanji. So kono something wa Princess Alice, so there's a lot of kanji on here, so I will read this later. Okay, so the first thing, let's go put the box down. I have the tights, and it's there's the tag, there's the pricing, and there's the item number and stuff. I sometimes hang on to this if I'm not sure that I'm going to perhaps wear it. Sometimes I don't end up keeping like the socks, accessories, or tights, but I think this time I will because they're really cute. So this particular print features these kitties from Automatic Honey, and this is the white kitty, very cute magic using kitty, and there's like a little emblem there. I don't see the black kitty on the other side, but I do see a really cute kind of like letter, like Harry Potter-esque sort of letter to go to wizard school. I'm not going to open up the entire tights package because like I said, I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to actually wear the tights, but yeah, I think they are very cute. I got them in the black colorway because I find black is the easiest for me to coordinate, and I do wear black a lot, as can be seen. La, la, la. So, next up is the actual jumper skirt. So, if you've never purchased from a Japanese brand before, they tend to send you the plastic hangers that the dress would normally hang up in the shop in, and they're surprisingly quite a bit smaller than your typical North American hanger. They're pretty sturdy. I end up keeping them most of the time, and then to keep everything safe, they do put it into plastic wrap. Now let's try this. Oh, Why is my phone tinging on me? It's nothing important. Okay. Well, let's take it out of the plastic. Yeah. So first things first, I'm going to start with just taking a look at the straps here. So they've used a really cute fabric. They've taken the fabric and actually followed the fabric lines for the straps, which is really nice because sometimes it just ends up being whatever cuttings they make out of the fabric. They have a really nice lace here, an embroidered lace. I'm not sure if it's custom lace or not. The straps do come with a button that you can remove to make, oh, there's 2 buttons, so you can actually make them longer without actually having to take the buttons off. But if they're not quite long enough, or if they're too long for you, you can actually adjust them manually. The back is full shearing, which just means it's elasticized across the entire back for ease of comfort. And usually when you see this kind of full elasticized, I can speak today, elasticized back, it generally means there's not going to be any zippers or anything on the sides to help you get in. So as you can see, there's no zipper on this side, no zipper on this side. They do have these really cute belt loops, which is I don't see often on dresses. It's for this cute ribbon belt, which goes around the waist. Now they do have this cute little sort of bat wing collar around the top with the bow. The fabric is quite nice. It's soft and it's not like overly shiny. I was expecting it to be more of a saturated red because of the pictures on the website, but it's more of a muted red. So I'm just gonna hang that right up here. There we go. And let's just tie this bow up here so it's the ribbon's out of the way. Okay, so let's see. There's a side seam here, but no pocket. I've never owned an RPA dress before, so I'm just kind of taking a look at the construction and everything too. Wow, so you don't actually see this a lot anymore in a lot of brands, but they've taken the fabric along the seams and they've actually matched it up. So I don't know if you can tell right there, but they've matched the stars, they've matched the emblem and all that other stuff here. And that's really not something that's typical anymore just because it does take more time and more craftsmanship. So we have a cute dot tool embroidered lace on the bottom edge. There is a lining, which is nice. And the fabric is not as thick or heavy as I thought it would be. I'm not sure if this fabric's going to snag or not. It is a textured fabric, so it's interesting because it's not completely smooth like a poly blend normally would be. Let's just see what else is going on here. Usually there's a tag on the inside to tell me what everything is, but I don't see one. Yeah, serged finished edges here. Yeah, they're serged and top stitched. There's actually very little, I don't see any loose threads, which is kind of amazing because I often, oh, there is a loose thread right here, but that's very loose. But often, even in brand items, Japanese brand items, I do tend to find loose threads here and there. But this seems very finished, like it's not bad. My only concern is, because I do have a big bust, is that this portion here is quite shallow. Normally I feel a little bit more comfortable if there's probably about that much more length to the bodice. If this ends up not working though, I will probably have to resell it. I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem though, because it is a very cute dress. It did also come in a lavender colorway, and I haven't actually seen too many pictures of people wearing this yet, probably because they're waiting for their Halloween events coming up. So yeah, it's a really cute print. I like that this is a lot more simple than their typical prints on their website, because I find Royal Princess Alice tends to have really busy designs. So this is glass dome with a little broom and some feathers in it and some candles floating around and some books. Then we have our black and white kitties playing together, which are super cute. There's some bats and moons and the RPA kind of logo inside of this emblem here. I know they made a rosette, I think, but I didn't end up getting that because I wasn't sure if I would end up using it or not. And I have a lot of existing automatic honey brooches and whatnot that I thought would probably work a little better. So there's that letter motif again. And here's the black kitty. I think the black kitty's name is Luca. I don't remember what the white kitty's name is. But there's the white kitty. So it looks like the pattern, they put enough fabric in for the pattern to repeat twice. So I'm not sure how full this dress is going to be, but I don't know if my biggest, poofiest petty is going to actually fit under here. Keep the declaration form. Sorry, I'm just reading over the chat information now. So Sarah Jane asked a really good question of why someone would want to keep the declaration form. In Canada, I tend to keep my declaration forms just to prove in case I'm wearing this or I have it in my suitcase and I'm bringing it back from an event, especially if I go to the States or out of country, I can prove that this piece of article of clothing has already come back into the country and gone through customs already, so I don't have to pay additional customs and duties, and I don't have to claim it as part of my tax exemption amount coming back from trips. So I tend to hold on to them either in the form of a picture, although oftentimes because of photo editing software, that might not be enough. And I don't really want to go all the way to the airport to get one of those little green forms that they fill out there and basically are like, you know, anything expensive, equipment, jewelry, watches, you can declare that sort of stuff onto these little green cards and you take that with you. And then that way, when you come back over the border again, you can be like, oh, but I started with this before I went on my trip and I actually went and had it signed off on. Normally they don't do that for things that don't have serial numbers on it. So like these dresses don't have serial numbers, for instance. So for me, it's just a really quick way, an easy way of saying, look, I've already brought these into the country. They've already been through the customs process. Maybe I've already paid duties on them, and then I don't have to worry about declaring them again. So I've never actually had to resort to that, but it is an easy way to kind of safeguard yourself from that sort of thing. Because the crazy thing is when you do bring it items across and you pay your taxes and your customs and duties on it, a lot of times, especially for smaller ticket items, you're paying probably maybe around 2/3 of the cost of the item itself, which really, really sucks. So that's why I keep them. Anyways, I will probably give this dress a try over the weekend just to see if I can make this work, but I have a feeling already that it probably won't. I was hoping it would just be just a smidge and longer. If it was a little longer, I could just wear it kind of like an empire waistline with a big fat belt, because I'll probably not use this at all. I'll probably use one of my belts with like an embellished buckle or something like that on this. So that is the unboxing. There's nothing else left, I don't think. Let me take a peek. Some tissue paper that it came with. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. So, they brought, or they didn't bring, but they put in the bag one of their shopping bags. Now, a lot of brands in Japan, like these kind of J-fashion brands, they have their own designed bags, and this one's got a really cute merry-go-round design with a kitty and a horse and a bunny. And a lot of people actually collect these, and they're actually very nicely made and they're sturdy. The other side is the same. So I actually keep these sometimes to use as gift bags or to package items that I maybe have sold and I want to ship out, just because they do use better than your average quality. It's kind of like going into Gucci or Chanel and getting one of those really high-end bags. Not quite that stiff, but it is a really nice bag. Is there anything else in there? Let's see. Nope, that is it. That's everything. I didn't actually order anything else because right after I ordered the dress and everything else, I had to decide to really cut back on a lot of my extraneous spending because I have some purchase tax that I need to pay for come the new year for an apartment downtown, which means that I haven't been buying any new Lolita or anything else like that. And let's see. Oh, Sugar Nyo. So happy to see Automatic Honey produced their first print dress for sale. It looks really good. Yeah, it's really interesting because I remember back when Northwest Fan Fest, the first one, was running, and Automatic Honey had sent with Miki, who at the time was running Fairy Tale Boutique. They'd sent a bunch of clothes with their special print design that they had created themselves. And I think just starting out when you're trying to manufacture clothes like that, especially in North America, can be really expensive. And so they had made just some one-off items, and those were really pretty. I don't know what happened to them. I believe it was part of their Unicorn series and their Flying Pegasus series. Let me see. I have one of their necklaces here. Give me 1 second. So this is the piece of jewelry right here. Yeah, my live stream is probably really behind. Sorry. But this is one of the pieces of jewelry here, and it is a really pretty Pegasus, and it came out in 2 colors, this pinky color and a navy color. And I believe they also had like a metal, brushed sort of metal framed unicorn head. And I believe that was the design that they were using for the fabric. I wonder if I could pull up pictures because this was a long time ago. I'm trying to remember how long ago that was. It's probably about 5 or 6 years ago. But that's when I was really first introduced to Automatic Honey and the things that they made. It was, I think they had a skirt, a jumper skirt, a couple of tops, like a cut-sew or a blouse. And it's just interesting because they stopped, it was just too costly for them to produce those items, if I remember correctly, this discussion. This was a long time ago, so it's just really kind of off the top of my head memory that I'm working off of. So I'm really glad that they got the opportunity to work with Royal Princess Alice and actually see one of their prints come to life, and in a way where a lot of people could actually buy them. And if I remember correctly, it was pretty popular, and obviously came out in time for you to wear it for your Halloween events. I know that all the brands usually come out with a Halloween print, but I really liked this one because it is a very unique design, and I do like the kind of characters that they've used on it. So congratulations, Automatic Honey. It is a really pretty print. I just wish the cuts were just a little bit different. I've never bought anything from Royal Princess Alice before either, so this is going to be an interesting experiment to see how their clothes fit on me. So if it doesn't go well, you'll see this up on my Facebook sales album pretty soon then, if that's the case. And I will not be wearing this for any sort of Halloween events this year, which would be sad because I just don't have it in me to take the time to alter new dress out of this dress right now. So it is what it is. Anyways, unless you guys have more questions, I'm going to end the live stream now and then get back to kind of editing the other videos that I'm supposed to be doing, and also my Japanese homework, which I've been avoiding all week. So thanks so much for joining in. I will have to say I should probably do this more often because it is kind of fun. I do have some other unboxing things I want to do, like some of my Nendoroids, which I've been kind of holding off on opening up because they are very, very cute. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to tell when I go live. I think it's subscribe, or you might actually have to hit the bell notification button as well. So that is pretty much it. I will see you guys again soon. Bye.